Okay, so let's take a look at this label or this final continuation of that move from 4B here in green all the way down to 4C. All right, so this looks like it is a correction, and at some point it will permit a bounce out of either the top of a level 1 here, $70, or maybe the top of a lower, even level 1, $40. It really depends on the hostilities. It looks like it is a corrective move because you will see that it is not really motive. That 4B actually did an A, 1, 2, and 3 move into an A. There was a wave B here, and now the market is doing an A and a B, and that is the final leg into C. That last leg into C is going to be 5 swings, and because of the collection of the whole correction, you would then consider that this is the last leg of that correction. It should bounce, technically speaking at least, it should bounce at probably higher degree level 1. Let's take a look at that segregation of wave 4 itself. We're looking at that here now. We're just saying this is the last leg of that correction. We have, of course, extensive degree 3 momentum. This is a 4-hour chart. On that 4-hour chart, you can see we have, we are doing the light labels. There is a 1, 2 here. There's an internal 1, internal 2, internal 3 shown here in red, internal 4. This market has finished wave 5 into higher degree 3. It did already a correction for this structure here is already a 1, 2, a 3, 4, and a 5. This is leg 1 in wave 5. All right, that 5 in red here. It can just extend all the way down to $86. We just check the levels, and of course 79. We remind ourselves of these levels are 80 and 75, so it's very close to. There's even 69 or 68 at 161.8%. There is that 69 here at 261.8%. So going forward, you would could consider, after doing due diligence, we're having a growth wave, a growth Elliott structure, or a growth Elliott wave inside the higher degree motive bearish Elliott channel. So we would consider we want to sell below that level 1 here. It's 106.66 exactly, or more or less, all the way up to probably 109. And the stop would best be either above level 1 or just above that internal level 1, which comes in at around 120 or 118. Target is going to be $86. This is 161.8. Most immediate target is going to be $90. Let's take a look at the real market and do exact entries, or filter the entries. Okay, so that we're having. So this is the same for our chart that we're having on our own analysis. Now the origin of growth, of course, is right there at that vertical line here. So let's take this to a 1-hour chart and even 15 to check for closer entry levels. So we were long yesterday. I believe that these current levels are around $100, and current market is $101.50 to be exact. You would want to close out in the levels, or at the current levels. We would want to close out, and either we're going to be buying longs lower levels when the conditions are right, or simply we would consider to trade short. So let's do the internal labels if we're going to be trading this, or at least monitoring it, so that we know when to expect an end to that degree 5 correction. So we are trading now that 5. Allow us just a few moments until we update, and then we will have exact projections. All right, we can see that we have internally here in that wave 5, we have all the labels in yellow showing here, and that last leg we're having, of course, high degree 1 and a 2, and then an internal 1, 2, a 3, and a 4, and there is that internal 5 into high degree 3. We know this is a continuous 3 because the momentum plot is continuous bearish degree 3. So on the 15-minute chart that we just looked at, we're now having a high degree correction, and that would mean that this wedge here into 5 of 3 is finished, and the market should be doing a correction, of course, to be contained at higher degree level 1, because the degree 3 would reject below higher degree level 1. So we expect the market shouldn't be really moving above 106.6 or 106 or 107.9 to be exact. Okay, so to allow for some spread, you are looking to short this level here 106.6 all the way to 109 should be filled. We just need to stop right above level 2. That is it. We can of course have it a mental stop so that we don't get spiked, but if we move higher than this level we can go out on a retraction lower. But the stop really comes in at 113, as it's showing here at 112.5. Now our target level, in order to be efficient and collect as easily and as quickly as possible, is just going to be $90.50. Or if you wish to, if we see really adverse risk in the markets, you could consider that we are going to be going to $80.55. This is the lower boundary of that elite structure. Altogether, we know that the top of a 1 on the daily chart comes in at $70 actually, so $80 should be seen. All right, let's take just now final projections for that correction that we are seeing. We're seeing here some splatter momentum, positive and negative. It would mean that really that degree 5 is now finished and it's about to do a higher internal degree 3 correction. You can see we're beginning to have a positive momentum plot over here, and therefore ideally we don't really need to do internal segregations, but we could consider this is going to be a flat correction, a 3 swing, a 1 and a 2 and a 3. We can see we're going to be getting 106.21 and even 108.43. We'll just focus on that 106.21 because it is very close to our 106.6 level of entry. We could then have an entry short at 106.5 with a stop at 113 and the target level at $80. If you are long again, we would want to go out at close out our longs at 104.85, 105. That is 132.8% projection right here, 104.85.